the first video of March 31st, 2020. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day, so, but it'll still just be a normal video. I might do something special, maybe, we'll see, but I'm just trying to keep business serious and up with current events, so I'm not going to do any special clickbait more than I already do. No, I don't really do clickbait. It's all just kind of an exaggerated form of what's really going on, but it is really going on. So today I want to go over just some craziness going on currently. Obviously we see it every day with this craziness, but this just is to add on to that. Inmates from prisons and jails are being freed and put back into society. Also, I showed you guys that video of the inmates escaping the jail during the panic over the coronavirus. And now it seems to be normal citizens just practicing their rights who are being put into these jail cells with the rapists and killers now on the streets. So people are being put in jail now for not following stay-at-home orders, quarantine rules, social distancing rules, and will be happening more. But people who are just following the rights are going to jail, going to public parks, getting fined, and evolving into different things, and it's just absolutely crazy and messed up. And so now, these bad people who are actual criminals are being put under the streets to further their plan of gun violence and violence in general, to take more rights away from law-abiding citizens who are no longer law-abiding because the laws are infringing on our rights. So that's where that ends. Citizens around the world are getting angrier each day, but as I mentioned in yesterday's video, it's very important for us to stay calm and really think about what we do in retaliation to this, because it will fall into their hands if we act violently before they do. Even if we act violently once they make an offensive move towards us, it will still be used against us in another way. So this is a plan where either way we really lose, because they can either just keep taking more, or when we do retaliate, obviously we won't be able to get rid of the law. They'll use that to clamp down more. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation, but there is a winning outcome to this. But that's up to yourself and your own beliefs. So I'm not going to get into that. But honestly, it's very unclear on what we're supposed to do during this. Like I'm saying, when rights are being taken away so easily, but it's not smart to make any violent decisions and retaliation to this, just as us citizens. People have taken their rights for granted, but shouldn't have to worry about taking them for granted or them leaving, because they are rights and they should stay there forever and never be touched. But people are taking them away right in front of our eyes. If this wasn't a virus and they were doing these things, I don't know what the outcome would be. I'm just as clueless as you guys on this. So if there was no virus and they were doing these things, stay at home, I think there would be a major pushback on it, both during protest and possibly violently, most likely violently. Then they would use that to further take more of our rights. But then when it comes to that type of situation, it's just worth trying your best to fight that. But I don't think it's here yet, because obviously they're not doing it blatantly and taking our rights away for no reason, no good reason. But now they're doing it with this virus. So I think we just ride along with this and take what they dish out, as sad as that sounds. But if it stays after the virus has passed, or things don't go back to normal as we had them before, because like I said, I know there's going to be some things that stay, ground game, with border guards, passports needed for interstate travel in the United States, and other things, and we need to be very vocal about fixing those and putting everything back to normal. Some things that get passed, we need to not be panicked, we need to think it through, because we pass things just like the Patriot Act in 2001. We need to be very careful of how we react with this, because if they keep things in place, we'll fight back against them through our voice. If things, if they try and push some laws through, we need to also fight back against that. Don't sign anything. If you are in any position of political power, make sure you read what you sign. That's a given, but people didn't do that during the Patriot Act. So we just need to think this through. It's not as bad as I'm thinking, but because it could be much worse. So they're doing this over a virus. They're obviously not doing it blatantly. So they are doing it blatantly, but they have a reason for it. If they did not have a reason for it, it's a direct spit in the face to all citizens, and that's where we have to really bring out the guns. So see you guys in the next video.